Well, fuck, here I am. I'm fighting my worst enemy, a fucking what if Deku. Because, yeah, I lost a bet, so I have to do this shit now. This is why you don't bet with your family when you sleep high. So, yeah. If you hear the idiots laughing in the background, I lost a bet to them. So, yeah. As much as I hate to say it, and trust me, I'm getting a migraine. I was having like a fucking aneurysm thinking about this shit. This is... This is what... Okay. This... Okay. This is what if Deku... I can't even finish the fucking title. Oh my gosh, dude. This shit had me... Took me a while to think of. I went through so many different combinations. There were a mixture of laughter and crying at how fucking stupid it was. But this one won the cake for me right now. Otherwise, it would have been fucking Baraka and Melina. And that kid would be evil as shit. I'm gonna tell you that now. So yeah, this is what if Deku was the son of the Predator and fucking Devora from Mortal Kombat 10 and 11. Just thinking about this is horrible as it sounds. Cause this nigga Predator can just jank nigga shit already. And this bitch Devora, oh, I can't even say that. This woman Devora can just do. The bugs are insane. I'm just trying to contemplate how this whole thing went down. Oh man, that's disgusting. But I'm not even gonna think about that because I'm gonna give myself an aneurysm. And I'm gonna give myself a migraine thinking of how the freaking Predator got it up with her. Oh my gosh, my eyes are hurting now because I can see it, and this is horrifying. This is really disgusting. I don't even want to do this shit now. Well, I'm gonna have to because this shit sounds like a good story, and I need something to do. Because I keep my bets. Now I'm getting a headache because I'm thinking about this shit even more now. Okay, so let's start this story. Because he's the son of fucking Devora and Predator, and I don't want that nigga to be broken as shit, this nigga will live in the fucking forest. And before you say anything, no, he does not live with neither Predator nor Devora. Because A, I don't want this nigga to learn from the Predator and be broken as shit, which Predator already is. And he's smart as shit already. And I don't want to be with Devora, because Devora is just, oh my gosh, do I even need to say it? She really double-crossed this nigga and then went on to pretty much blow this guy just for power, get beat up. Then, I don't know what she did in 11 because I don't play that because I just can't play Mortal Kombat no more. I can barely play any fighting game without almost crying myself to sleep. Anyway, let's continue. Let's begin the story. This nigga is dropped in the not dropped. How would I say this? A fight broke out, I'm gonna say, between the two. Because, you know, them two are like, they both are dominant people. Devora's dominant. Like, yeah, they're both tops. Like, that's like I said, they're both top energy. Predator is top energy and Devora is top energy. But Devora got ratchet energy too. Like that ratchet black woman you see with the big ass hoop earrings. I don't even want to do this shit now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I think this one's gonna be short. This is an idea. That's why this one's gonna be short, and I'm gonna do a different one to see how this goes. If it's liked, I'm gonna see if I can continue. I'm gonna just do the beginning, cause why not? Cause I'm bored as shit. So yeah, let's start. After almost 5 minutes of me complaining and talking about the shit, this nigga Deku, I don't even know what to call this nigga. He wouldn't even be. This dude wouldn't even have a name. This dude is pretty much a larva or a baby dropped in the woods due to a fight and a portal breaking out in the outworld, bringing Deku to this plane of existence. They won't even be able to find him. And that's kind of scary too, knowing that Predator can't find his kid. Ooh, that's terrifying actually. Anyway, let's continue. So a fight broke out. Yeah, I already explained that. Why the hell am I doing it again? But yeah, this baby is dropped in the forest, somewhere in Japan, in the mountains. Mind you, I don't know whether he's a larva or a baby, because I don't know how the hell Devora came about. And Predator, I didn't go into the history. All I know is that it was like I got the Predator idea because of like the lightning that was happening earlier in my area. My dad like made a joke basically saying like, bro, this is like the Predator movie outside. When he took off his armor and revealed that scar. That nigga was like beastly. And I was sitting here like, why not? I'm surprised that was probably what the argument was for. Predator trying to take Devora's head as a trophy. I mean, I would too. Crazy ex-wives, right? Ah, shit, it's empty. Fuck. I'll get the another one on the break. Because yeah, I think this one's going to be no more than 15 minutes, and I wasted a lot of time thinking about this shit. But, yeah, let's see. Where should I begin? In the forest, like I said before. Now, I still don't know what the hell he's going to be, so I'm going to say, even as a larva, this nigga is stupid. That's almost crawling on my foot. A baby predator that can use bugs. Why not? Just give this man a baby. He don't need to be in the larva sack. Ugh, that's disgusting. Anyway, yeah, baby, the predator, baby the predator. Okay, that should be his nickname, the predator, the predator, the predator. Okay, I need to come up with a better name for the nickname for this nigga, but definitely if this gets good, it's gonna be in the comments. So just copy that. So this predator kid, because you know he's smart, he just doesn't have the technology. So because he was taken care of till he was 3 years old, then the argument broke out and he was teleported here. Not teleported, kicked through a portal somehow. It just, a ripple in space just opened up and like baby predator just stumbled through and was put in the forest and it closed. Bet you Predator's flipping a lid right now. Devora's probably bitching at him because of it. And Predator's about to have Devora's head. Them two is in a Mortal Kombat match as we speak. I'm not even gonna think about it, because every time I think about it, it's just them two trying to kill each other because they lost their kid. And even then, they don't even like each other. I think one of them was drunk, and the other one just said, fuck it. I don't know which one would be the drunk one, though. But, yeah, I'm gonna say at the age of 3, he's put into this forest, into My Hero World. And Predators are very smart and strong, and everything else a Predator can be. Combined with the fact that he's mixed with Devora. And may I iterate, Devora, she has wings, like the freaking the leg thing that can shoot out at her back to stab things. She has bugs. She's legit a hive mind, pretty much. This Deku is retarded strong. And as much as I love this story and how it's going to turn out, it's just funny as hell to think about. But, yeah, let's continue before I flip my lid. So, I say for the years he's been living in the forest, because, mind you, this is a dense forest, so he really doesn't encounter people all like that. It's just him and nature. He doesn't build a helmet either. Look, here's the thing. Surprisingly, he looks human. It's scary, right? I just thought about that. He looks human. It's just he has like bug-like eyes. His mouth would look human too. I'm just giving him like a human-looking features, but he's still Predator. Like he's diesel as hell. He don't even need to work out. His hands are like the Predator's as well, because I'm pretty sure Devorah doesn't have 5 fingers either. But I'm not about to go back and look at a picture to see if she has 5 fingers. He has the hair like the Predator. He has the freaking mindset of a Predator. This dude is like, picture a human, but with like all the Predator assets, mixed with a bug woman. That's a lot of mixing. Anyway, so yeah, he looks very human, besides the, Predator dreads. And he's been hunting easily for the past, he was 3, I'm gonna say 6, 7 years. It's 6, why not? Until he's discovered in the forest, because he wouldn't mess up. Like, honestly, this kid is too smart to mess up. He doesn't speak any language though, so like he would be seen. He's like Bigfoot, kind of. You see him, but he constantly eludes. He's been doing that for the past 6 years, of his life. I'm gonna say, during one of his like hunting trips, he stumbles into a trap from a hunter. And yes, there were people who actually hunted predators when he was on Earth. Hunted the predator when he was on Earth, but I don't know what happened. I ain't watched any of the movies. Note to self, watch these damn movies too before you end up talking about shit you don't know. All I know is that these niggas is retarded. But for the 6 years he's been hunting, killing, surviving in the woods. Yes, this dude does have clothes. It's just like loin around his like waist. There's no point in making like pants and shoes and all that shit. He's a predator. The fuck does he need all that for? Well, yet at least. And yeah, he's caught. And I know people are thinking, oh, he has like the leg things that shoot out his back and the wings. How did he get caught? Well, because this is my hero, and it's like it's above 2020 in this. I forget what year it is, but they're more technologically advanced. So I'd say these like nullify quirks, or it's not even a quirk. That's the thing, though. I'm gonna say it nullifies his abilities some fucking how. I don't know how, because it nullifies quirks, and his ability isn't a quirk. But I'm gonna just say it does it anyhow, because he has a mutation quirk. If you think about it, it doesn't even stop him. It's just the fact that it annoys him because he can't break out of it. Because the legs aren't working that shoot out his back, and the wings are just getting caught in. So he just sits there, and then the hunter comes by. I don't know what kind of hunter this would be, but he'd see like it will look human. So he'd kind of be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to catch you. I meant to catch an animal that was running, or animal hunting thing that was running by." And mind you, this is when like Deku looks over at him and just look like with the bug eyes and all that, and he says, "Holy shit!" And the hunter says, "Holy shit! I caught him," and brings in everyone else. And mind you, this is still like in Japan, so it's like catching something like this, like it was either two things: he was either getting experimented, or they can see if he's sentient, has a mind, and can speak human. And mind you, he is very sentient. He just doesn't know how to speak Japanese. And when he was caught, like he kind of picked it up because he was like, because he can speak like to. He could bird? No, he couldn't. He like Devorah can speak to like bugs and shit, so he wouldn't be able to speak to animal. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. So this like. He learned English he learned Japanese as he slowly went on, because he was captured and then he was put in a cage. That's kind of fucked up, but at the same time though, you don't know what the fuck he is. He looks human, but doesn't mean he is human. So I'm gonna say these guys were speaking Japanese, because mind you, this is deep in the fucking forest. Like, think of the Amazon in My Hero. It's that deep. So they have a bit while to go, and mind you, they've been talking about stories of hunting for in front of like Deku, which is like slowly picking up the language and how it works. And I'm gonna say about 2 hours in, when they're about 3 hours from civilization, Deku utters his first words, which, and I quote, where he says is, "So you're hunters as well." Oh no, that wouldn't be his. Actually, yeah, that would be his first words. That would be his first words. Actually, mind you, because it's only them, they slam on the brake. I mean, imagine shock when this thing that you thought wasn't sentient, it was just like a mixture of like quirks, talks. He was like, picture how a normal would look at first. That's what they think he is. Well, they don't think he's a normal, but you know what I'm talking about. Like something weird. He's like, they can shoot first and ask questions later, like America does. Anyway, so the driver slams on the brakes. He says, "I'm sorry, what?" And then turns around and looks at Deku, and Deku says, I learned your language after hearing you two speak. Is that weird? Because I'm not from here. I've been trapped here for like 6 years. I'm not even worried about going home. I'm pretty sure mom and dad probably killed each other already. And that shit just dripped down to the top. I'm not even gonna say fine. This is like, they turn around, look at each other, and they're like, "When could you start speaking?" And then Deku responds back, I could always, fucking language, you fucking retard, illiterate shithead. Damn, now I forgot my words again. Here we fucking go. Because, you know, I'm actually kind of slow at like 4:30 in the morning. Fuck. Yeah, I just decided to hop right back into recording after I fucked up, showed my whole entire gallery, and then like curse myself out. So I'm gonna edit all of that out before that even goes in. So you don't even have to hear what I said to myself, because half of that shit is wrong. Anyway, so I'm gonna say they ask him, "When could you start speaking?" And Deku in response says, "I could always speak, I just never learned a language. The only thing I could talk to is bugs." And he shows a fly going by that was like taking information in. Because I don't know what kind of bugs Devora had, so I'm gonna just give him the ability to like talk to insects. But yeah, that happens, and they basically look at him and say, "So why have you been in the woods?" No, that's a retarded question, because he did just explain that he came through a portal and doesn't know how to get, and hasn't been back home since for 6 years. Well, he hasn't been counting, so he doesn't know how long it's been. All he knows is that he's grown. Okay. So, drum roll. Let's get this show on the road again. So, I'm gonna say they basically ask him a bit of questions as they continue driving, and he responds as honestly as possible. They ask the questions like, "How old are you?" He says, "I don't know. If I had to guess, around 9, 10-ish. And then, you know, like questions like that. They don't ask him how tall he is, because it's obvious. You don't ask someone how tall they are, you just gauge it. And yeah, I say they changed plans. Instead of taking him to a research facility, because it's proven even on camera, because they have cameras in there, that he is sentient. They instead of taking him to a research facility, they take him towards, like, you know, where Nezu and stuff is, because, you know, Nezu's the smartest person in Japan currently, besides the damn doctors, and even then he don't want to take him to the doctors because that quirk siphoning nigga just will grab his ass and say, "Oh, that's not a quirk. Let's turn you into a Nomu." And everyone knew that nigga was a fucking quirk stealing asshole. That's why I still believe to this day he stole fucking Izuku's quirk, where he was pretty much Roy Mustang, could snap and fire would come out. Dude had a okay quirk, a decent ass quirk too, if he did have it. Imagine that. Being able to just snap and fire would appear. You're a pyrotechnic in of itself. But I continue after rambling about me getting pissed off at the fact that nigga probably stole Deku's quirk. Fuck was I? Oh yeah. She takes him to Nezu, and like it takes a while. Like, so they're still like talking and stuff. They decide to no, they wouldn't even let him out the cage. What the fuck am I talking about? The second he's out the cage, Deku's sprinting back towards the woods. Like, why wouldn't you? You don't know anything about the society. You don't know if they're like good or bad. He's just talking to spare time for himself because he don't know what's going on still. All he knows is he's been captured. And he's taken to this lush mansion, or wherever the hell Nezu lives, I don't know. And Nezu comes out, and they put the caves down in front of Izuku. I mean, I said in front of Nezu. And Nezu greets Predator Deku, and Predator, like, and says, "Hello, like, nice to meet you. Question, what are you? Are you male or female?" And Deku responds with, "I am pretty sure I don't know what the hell a male and female is, but I know I got a elephant trunk and a pair of nuts." Pair of nuts. And Nezu says, "Yep, that's definitely a boy." Anyway, by the way, Deku is not retarded. I'm glad I didn't say that. Deku is not stupid in this. He's smart. It's just he is trying to come to terms with everything that's happening, and he will not experience culture shock. Predators can adapt to anything, pretty much. They're thrown in a tundra, they'll adapt to the cold. They're thrown in the desert, they'll adapt to the hot heat. So he's pretty much just getting used to everything around him, and he knows like they have vehicles that can move you around at rapid paces. He doesn't know about planes or anything yet, so give it some time. All he knows is he has wings though, so like him and Nezu are in like a conversation that with Nezu asking him a series of questions and Izuku responding back, like honestly, and leaving faint details about some things. Like when Nezu asks where did he come from, like Deku basically says like a different plane of existence, pretty much. And Nezu says, how do we get there? Deku would say, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how I got here myself. And when they ask, how do you know you're not from this plane? And he basically, like, moves to where he could do something, spreads his wings, moves, like, the little leg things out of his back, and moves a bug. And he says, what is one thing on this planet that can do this? Because from the forest, then for how long I was in there, I can tell nothing in there could do it. So I'm not born in the forest. And mind you, he still has memories of where he was. It's just he wasn't really like going out much. So it was more like he doesn't know what Outworld is. And I'm pretty sure Predator will find him eventually. It's just gonna be way too fucking late by the time that happens. And now I'm not gonna kill this nigga off. I'm just saying, like, later on, like, cause hopefully if this series does good, I'm gonna continue it for as long as possible. But yeah, this I'll say this. No, I can't say that. I need to stop saying that. No, I won't stop saying it. Actually. But yeah, they are in a conversation, And Deku's actually interested in Nezu. At first, he thought of him as prey because he's smaller. Mind you, he's a hunter. Like Deku is a straight hunter in this. Like anything that's weaker than him, he thinks is prey or something that shall help him become stronger. But Nezu doesn't have it strength-wise, but he has it knowledge-wise. Now Deku has a new target to become stronger and or smarter than. It's Nezu. So that's how he's intrigued by Nezu. So after 2 hours of questioning Deku, Nezu decides, okay, it's fine to let him out. Now, mind you, what Deku would have done before being Nezu, I would have said he would have killed the two guys. He wouldn't have stolen their trunk. He would have stolen their weapons though, and went back into the forest and seen how the weapons worked and what he needed to do to make them and all that. But because that didn't happen, and he just met Nezu, he started to learn everything from him because Nezu took him in and said, fuck it. Wait, actually, no, I want to change it up. Nezu would be his teacher, but he would be an orphan, actually. He wouldn't even be an orphan. He's 9 years old. He can live in the damn forest for 6 years. Who the hell would adopt this kid? This kid looks like evil incarnate. Not evil incarnate, but this man is like a tracker and all that. This dude is like a beast. Strong as shit, retarded, speed and shit. So yeah, he's just gonna be adopted by Nezu. Why not? But Nezu realized that he and Deku would wouldn't have a father-son relationship, more like teacher and student. So he decided to try to figure out who would be good friends for him. Because, time has passed, and, as time passes, more questions arise. So I'm gonna say, because, Nezu actually takes him out in town. Deku bumps into a weird pink body woman named Mina. I was about to say Minato. I would if you could even myself, I was about to say Minato, but I was sitting here what is the yellow flash doing here? But yeah, Mina. And they bump together, and they don't bump into each other because Deku was too smooth for that. They kind of see each other, and Mina compliments him how he looks. She's like, "Wow, that's cool. Look at that hair. No, actually, that's kind of creepy." She would compliment him, and he thank her because it's the right thing to do. But what really interests her is the fact that the way he looks, because he looks like a human, but he's not. He looks like a mixture of the Predator and Devora. He doesn't have the square mouth. He has he takes most of his human looks from Devora. That's all I gotta say. Besides the fact that he's a darker skin tone, he's he's not yellow. I would say he's grayish. Yeah, fuck it. Because the Predators were brown actually. So he's brown actually. I would say that because now I think about it, the Predator I've seen would always be brown or light a hazel color. So I'd say he's a hazel color with black bug eyes. And she will find that interesting because he would have holes in the back of his hoodies and shit. And she'd be like, "Oh, what's those for?" And he let out his wings. And when she asked for his quirk, he says it's because Nezu let him know what he probably doesn't know about is that there's quirks here. So he taught him that a few years back. It's called a quirk is people's innate abilities. And he says, "Oh,
uh, he just calls it hive mind because of the fact that, well, he is the controller of bugs right now, so he just calls it hive mind. And he says I can just control bugs and make bugs in my body. Like, look, he makes a little bug that when it like dies, it pops out a flower. And mind you, this like, and he has it do it in front of her, and it comes out as a rose, and he gives it to her. And he asks what's her, and I can already tell what your quirk is. Cool looking yourself. A pink alien looking thing. Well, I don't look human to be exact either, so it's kind of weird. And mind you, like Deku's like 14 at this point, the same as Mina, because they're just about ready for the UA exam. So these two have met for the 10 months before the exam. So like they exchange numbers and stuff and begin hanging out. Which I'm gonna say these two build a pretty good relationship off the basis of their quirks. Like Deku being more of a like them two looking like alien type things. Like even people like who know them closely call them the alien duo. And it's kind of funny, but at the same time you gotta think about it. Mina's name actually is Alien Queen, and she loved like alien movies. So she would take Deku to like a whole bunch of them. And I'm pretty sure he'd like them to an extent, but he'd be more focused on the technology in them. Because predators are always looking to be like the next best thing. And like all that happens, and I say in the 10 months, they decide to take like Deku's taking a UA exam no matter what. Like he doesn't need to get in, but he just said fuck it, why not? To test the limits of his power. Is an old like an old my old favorite character once said to test the limits of his abilities. Which his abilities are kind of retarded because if you think about it, this man is a living swarm, and he knows it too. He's trained his quirk. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off before I get into like the whole entrance exam, because this is an interesting one because I never did something like this before. What if series? But I have a whole list of Mortal Kombat characters I'm combining. Before this, it was gonna be like, what if Deku was the son of Goro, or if Deku was the son of Cyrax? But after looking it up, I realized how hard it would be because, like, Goro is okay and all, but I don't know what his strength feats are. So I can't gauge what Deku will be able to do. Same thing with Cyrax. Like, Cyrax can teleport and all that, but I need to know your strength feats so I can know exactly what you're able to do and what you're capable of. But besides that, yeah. Like, I have a whole list of them, like, of characters. I'm glad I don't have to do a Shao Kahn one, because honestly, those are retarded. Like, because Shao Kahn can do anything, it feels like. Plus, he's retarded strong. Goro is strong to an extent. Like, my favorite, like, and before anyone asks, my favorite Mortal Kombat character was Ferritor, because I like the way they are, but at the same time, it's like, that with them in a relationship, it's more like brother sister, so I can't do a what if with that, because it's like, Toro was blind, and Pharaoh was the brain of the group that wasn't retarded. Like, she legit let people, because she was like, her English was broken, but she was smart as shit. Like, she was smarter than people let on. It was just her English was broken as shit. But I'm gonna leave it off there, because now I'm thinking of how to do a Ferritor one, and it's 5 in the morning. I'm pretty sure if I did one, it would probably be in the morning, or I'd do it, like, I don't know. Because Ferritor would be, like, hard to do, but it'll be easy at the same time, because all you have to say is, like, no, because the way they races is that one person gets older, and they grow into that form. Like even Farrah did after a while. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it off because I'm gonna think about a Ferrotor one, but at the same time I'm gonna think of how it works. And there's one what if I was asked to do like a little while ago. It was a freaking what is it called? Like a Bioshock 2 one. That one I could do, but I like forget how strong the big daddies were in that, so I can't really tell like how strong, and I can't give him all the abilities because he would be a walking menace. Though I could make a bad storyline for it, so I could actually make him a villain. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it there. Thank you for coming to the Cove, and see you later.